I keep wondering about last as final and last as most recent, and wondering which is which. I'm Kurt Eidsvig. That's a line from the poem Blue, part of my collection OxyContin for Breakfast, available now from Main Street Rag. I live here in Key West, where we're just recovering from another hurricane, which might be why I'm thinking about last as final and last as most recent. Key West is one of many places that feature prominently in the book OxyContin for Breakfast. Come on, I'll show you around town while I tell you about the book. Come on. Hurricanes are in my book too, like these lines from the poem Steam, written after Hurricane Irma. This shade of girl hits and grabs in home invasions. An army of giants is behind her, fidgeting knuckles and twisting wrists, as restless as a candle in a grotto next to a Catholic church. Stop one. Your favorite writers converted to rum drink martyrs here. They prayed as much for pain as for the memory to avoid her. Don't listen to me, God, is how I've ended all my pleas. Saints lurk in OxyContin for Breakfast too. St. Peter, St. Augustine, St. Elizabeth, probably because of the search for redemption as it plays against addiction throughout the book. OxyContin, methadone, and fentanyl weave throughout the book, like in the poem 28 Different Spoons. When Billy Noodles Campbell OD'd in the ice cream shop, me and Johnny held a lighter beneath his foot until it burned, like we were cooking up a batch of noodles for supper. The ice cream shop had stopped serving sundaes by then because we just kept stealing spoons. We seared his flesh until it turned black, back before they invented Narcan. Noodles sat up and gasped, remembered he wasn't dead. He was alive. He's alive. No, it's alive, as said by Dr. Henry Frankenstein. There are also many famous artists, musicians, and writers that show up in OxyContin for Breakfast. Mark Rothko, Billie Holiday, Norman Rockwell, Beastie Boys, Al Putnam, Jasper Johns, to name a few. This is the Ernest Hemingway house in Key West. He shows up a lot in my work, like this from the poem 23 Exit Signs. Listening to Fitzgerald books on tape while driving through Hemingway's Idaho is like being the kid in the midst of a bitter divorce and choosing the drunken mom. Traveling and the search for home are big parts of OxyContin for Breakfast. Key West is only one of many places that are the real stars of the collection. South Boston, Montana, Idaho, Cape Cod, the Grand Canyon, Syria, New York, Alabama, Mississippi, and Los Angeles all get airtime. Even Japan, like you're probably in Japan by now, wondering about your relationship to the ocean. There are painters here, measuring bodies with outstretched arms and 3 fingers extended toward shore, toward torsos, toward the sky, hitting stride in imitations of the image. How long can anyone wait for a color to resolve itself? You might be surprised to learn that OxyContin for Breakfast isn't all tears and tragedy. There are a lot of comedic elements in the book too, like my take on traditional love poems with Microwave Love Poem. My love for you is a Hostess cupcake heated up inside your microwave because this poem refuses gender roles in its desire for food realities, for food metaphor. My love for you is well-preserved chocolate cake stuffed with gooey white filling, recooked inside your microwave. So deceptive, you cannot know how hot it is or what it could do to your innocent tongue until you touch it in the middle. And then, of course, it is far too late. My love for you is American junk food. My love for you is starving. OxyContin for Breakfast has received some generous praise. Joanna Klink, author of The Nightfield, says, when Eidsvig writes about road trips, drinking, addiction, hurricanes, homesickness, meth, paint, painkillers, bison, heroin, and signage, you feel the sheer energy of art and the energy of numbers, the energy of counting, taking account of the present moment, counting those who never recovered. It's all washed into a sound that is utterly distinctive, a lyrical, conversational, exuberant sorrow, recalling Ashbery's freedom with language, O'Hara's irreverence, Stevens's incessant musical curiosity. Eidsvig is aware of how hard it is to exit one's life and increasingly one's planet. With immensely beautiful searching lines, with wit but not a trace of cynicism, these poems give us back a humanity we are losing every day. There are also endorsements by some other extraordinary writers you can find on my website, eidsvigart.com. This includes praise by Martha Collins, Richard Walter, and Paul Hayes Tucker, three other people I immensely admire and respect. I hope you love OxyContin for breakfast. Buy it now on MainStreetRagBookstore.com.